Hello everyone, I'm Stacy and this is the For Bricks and Giggles YouTube channel. I have just placed an order for a bulk lot. The last time I bought a bulk lot, I went through all of the photos to show you all what I was looking at that made me decide to buy this bulk lot. And to my surprise, you all really liked that. So I am very excited to announce I have another bulk lot to go through. This one actually has a few more pictures than the last one, so I think it'll be a little more interesting to go through. So I'll show you which pieces really sparked my interest and made me place my bid. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to take you all through the photos. We'll quickly go through each of them and then take a closer look. Let's see, here's the first one. Second one. I'll do all the vertical ones first. Third. Fourth. Fifth. And the overall shot of the entire lot. Basically, all of the smaller ones aren't going to show you a lot more than what's in this largest one. And unfortunately, they don't ever move this base plate, so you can't see what's under there. I did pay a little bit more for this lot than I typically would pay for a bulk lot, but based on what I could see, I thought it might be worth a little bit more of a gamble. So I can't remember if I've said it yet or not, but this is 21.8 pounds according to the listing. I have no idea if that includes the bin it's in or not. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Start with this first one. Okay, so obviously the first thing that drew my attention was this blue and white sail. I don't know if there's sails for more than one ship that has blue and white sails, but obviously the Caribbean Clipper was the first thing that came to mind. Let's see, sail. Yeah, so this was the first thing I looked at. It's the only one I looked at, so I didn't look to see what else could be in here. Still Caribbean Clipper. Just trying to see. So maybe it is the only ship that comes with a blue and white sail. So, I mean, the Caribbean Clipper would be like a dream set to get out of this. So we'll wait and see. There are a lot of these light gray panel pieces, and there's a few castles that require a lot of these panels. Literally, the sail is the only thing I looked up before placing a bid on this lot. I found this lot 45 minutes before it ended, and the sail was the only thing I needed to see in order to place the bid. Let's see, I put my maximum bid to $267, but I won it at $217, which it's always fun to go back and look and see the bid history. Someone bid against me, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 times or something before they gave up or time ran out. I don't know which. I always place a bid and then I set a timer for when the listing is over so that I can't go back and up my bid, because I am very prone to doing that. This panel piece is one of the few pieces I actually have the number memorized for. So we'll look at the light gray ones. I know this picture in particular doesn't show it, but there are quite a few of these in there. So Caribbean Clipper, what was that, 1989? Is that what that said? I can't remember, but the majority of these sets are 80s and early 90s, so it doesn't help narrow it down too much. I'd say, maybe not anything from the mid-late 90s. Obviously, I don't think it's a remake set. The stuff that's in there looks traditionally old. Possibility there. Another dream set, but we don't know. Not quite enough to see. My guess was more, for the number of panels I was seeing, more something along the King's Castle or the Knight's Castle. Wouldn't it be fun if it was another guarded inn, though? There are some base plates mixed in there, but nothing raised, so I don't think it's the King's Mountain Fortress. Let's see. Oh, right in this area here, you can see that yellow translucent panel. There's a lot of options, not panels, plate. Translucent yellow plates is what I meant to say. So, I can only see a corner of it. I have no idea what size that will be. But with any translucent yellow plate, you're thinking classic space. I don't think it's the Blacktron message intercept base, although wouldn't that be hysterical if it was after I just got it? You know, could be something. Honestly, I would love this little set. Anything with a translucent yellow plate is a good set. So it's fun to kind of imagine what that could be. I feel like this is probably one of the more common sizes you'll see for translucent yellow. I think if you saw earlier in the video, there were a couple of these pieces here, those inverted translucent dark blue slope pieces. So a set that contains one or two of those. See if there's any other ones. I didn't see any right off. Unless I missed it. So that one is a potential since it does contain one of those. It's another more common size. Few duplicate numbers or duplicate sets because they have different numbers. So we'll see on that translucent plate. Oh, this corner panel, you can't see if it has a pattern on it or not. So there's a brick printed or like a masonry printed corner panel, and then there's just a plain yellow one. So I look up this piece quite often. Actually, pretty sure this one's, what is it, 2, 3, 4, 5? Probably the only other piece I also have the part number memorized for. So I don't think it's going to be Neptune Discovery Lab. I think that's too new. If it has no printing on it, this is the only option apparently. Let's see if it does have printing on it though. I've probably said it before, but I'll say it again. If you're looking for printed pieces, you just put an asterisk at the end of the number, and that's how you see any of the printed versions of that piece or pieces that have stickers on it if you're searching on BrickLink. That was the most useful piece of information I found out probably 2 or 3 years into being on BrickLink, unfortunately. Would have saved me a lot of time. So there's 3 options for this. That would be my guess, is it's probably either the Broadsides Brig or Imperial Cannon. Obviously you could see the minifigure up here, which would go with Broadsides Brig, I guess. Not Imperial Cannon. My guess though actually is that minifigure probably goes to the other pirate set with the island base plate. Is this the same set with 2 different... Or are there 2 different versions? Okay, it is the same one. Yeah, so my guess is it probably goes to this set because they do hold one of those minifigures captive in that set. I have that set. It's currently out on my shelf. That's why I know that. I mean, I do have some minifigures memorized, but not all of them, so I don't want you to think that I just know all of that off the top of my head. You know, this little area gives us a lot of information, really just in one small picture. We've got like a little airplane window here. This area, you know, we've got magnets. So let's look up this red magnet holder here. That's probably the easiest thing to look up. So obviously, you know, we've got 10 options here. That's probably going to still be pretty tough to narrow down. Again, I don't think it's anything from the late 90s. We've got some M-Tron. Oh, what if there's a hidden megacore magnetizer in there? Wouldn't that be so exciting? Doubtful, but you know, you can dream. Lots of M-Tron, possibly a Robo Guardian. I guess that's the only option as far as Spyrius sets go. This Spyrius set actually is one of the very first sets I found when I started my BrickLink store, and I bought one of my very first bulk lots. So that was probably close to 7 years ago now that I found that set. That'd be kind of cool to find another one. It's a great set. I highly recommend that set. But getting any of these tiny M-Tron sets would also be amazing because besides the Megacore Magnetizer, I don't have any other M-Tron sets. So we'll hope with that. I'm assuming this rigging piece here is either going to go with the Caribbean Clipper or the island set I was just talking about. I'm trying to see if there's any other little details I hadn't looked at yet. And you look really close. This is the only minifigure I saw, so I'm hoping there's some more in there, but we'll see. Let's look at the other pictures again. I'll go back to the biggest one and see. There is, you know, quite a bit of Duplo mixed in here. See that kind of classic cow. You know, these were the pieces I was talking about before that are classic space. I do see actually down here in this corner, that looks like a yellow saddle. So let's see, yellow saddles. So I can't tell from the picture if it has 1 or 2 clips, so we'll look at both just to be sure. This set is actually on my bucket list. I don't think this is the set it goes with. I feel like it's going to be castle since we've seen other castle sets, but I do actually really want this set. It's been on my bucket list for a long time. I think it's such a cute classic town set. Okay, so, you know, again, we were thinking maybe Knight's Castle or King's Castle, neither of which I have. I do have the Guarded Inn. I love that set. Could be just this little guy, also amazing. Let's look at the options for 2 clips. So the Guarded Inn remake. Okay, I never knew that there was a difference between the two. That's interesting. These are a little bit later into the 90s. Honestly, it could be a Dragon Knight set. I just don't feel like it is because of the other pieces that are in there. And I haven't seen anything Dragon Knight related, but you never know. I've never seen this before. That's interesting. So my guess is that it's probably a single clip, but we'll just have to wait and see. Up here we have another piece of the boat. Got a yellow flag, so I mean, you know, it could be. There's yellow and red flags. Although, what was it? The King's Castle I think also had yellow flags. Probably the Knight's Castle too. Yellow is a pretty common color for flags. Can't quite tell if that's maybe an octagonal kind of windscreen piece there. No, I can't tell. Oh, I'm blanking on the number. Sometimes I have to guess at the sizes, so forgive me if I'm incorrect. Oops. Could be that piece. Let's see if we can zoom a little bit. I really can't tell if that could be this piece. Crater Crawler, Saturn base main team. So really only 2 options as far as sets go. If it's that piece, I really can't tell. It could just be one of those classic, you know, like octagonal windscreen pieces. This almost looks like a ladder, like a yellow ladder. A lot of options, I guess, for yellow ladders. Not really sets, but definitely fits in the time zone. That piece goes with this or potentially pirate ship. Got some base plates over here. There is a white corner piece down there in the corner. So that usually go to the shuttle, I think. I don't know if there's other options. Why is everything 3x3x6? All the good pieces are. Okay, so, you know, we've got Cannon Cove potentially. Oh, the space shuttle, that's what I was talking about. But I haven't seen anything else related to that. We do have, you know, more space sets that it could possibly go to that also fit in the time zone. Not sure on that. Would love it if it was the El Dorado Fortress. I just have a feeling since you can't see the bottom unless there's a hidden giant base plate in there or they took it out, that it's probably just one of these smaller pirate sets. But I love pirates, so you can't have too much of the little pirate sets. Okay, let's look through the last of the pictures again. I think that's pretty much all. Yeah, another shot of the base plates. I feel like it's gonna be a one-sided saddle, but I could be wrong. 1 clip saddle. Guess we could look up this piece and see what all that goes to. Possibly just a basic play set mixed in there, since we've seen some other options that are similar. Yeah, that'd be my guess. And of course there are some other toys mixed in. We do have one of those large figures, pre-minifigure era. Actually, there looks like there's a second one there. I'm not super familiar with that era. Like, I guess probably 70s, maybe 80s. I don't have any sets that contain those figures. That's probably something I should add to a bucket list to get at least one of. More Duplo. There's the staircase that goes with that island pirate set. I think that's pretty much it. I did see this tree here. I assume it's just a standard sized pine tree. It just looks a little bit large there. Doubtful there's a cypress tree in there, but it's nice to dream. So I think that's everything that, you know, I really saw from the first glance at least. As of recording this lot has not shipped yet. I will put a pinned comment at the top of the video if it ships by the time I air this video. If there's no pinned comment, that will mean it has not shipped yet. But there will definitely be a follow-up video when I get this lot and I'll go through it and we'll see what I'm correct and incorrect about, and if there's any hidden treasures beneath the very surface of this lot. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. And if you're interested in extra videos and content, check out the membership program starting at only 99 cents a month. There are already over 60 episodes available. See you all next time.